My name's Julie Rainwater, and I'm the Director of Education for Elite Cosmetology. We at Elite set ourselves apart by having a focus on hair and makeup. Most cosmetology schools will have a cosmetology program, they'll have a nail program, and they'll have an aesthetics program. We teach cosmetology with a focus on hair and makeup. Our students still gain everything that they need to learn in order to pass state board. Our focus is hair and makeup.
Elite graduates are bar none the best graduates I've worked with. There's no comparison. In fact, if I can only get elite graduates, this is what I want.
Fashion is second, it's not first. Being a business person is first. So what has to help the students at Elite Cosmetology is to teach them to become a business person first. Then you bring in the creative side. But you can be the most creative person in the world. If you can't get yourself out of bed and show up for work and be a professional, you're never going to excel.
My name is Stephen Moody, and I'm the Director of International Education at Sassoon Academy. It's my vision about 3 years ago to get the Sassoon message to more young people. The goal with that really was to raise the bar with young people entering the industry who weren't necessarily at Sassoon Academy. The first round of schools that we worked with included Elite.
We have an alliance, if you will, with Vidal Sassoon, and part of that relationship started last year, where we sent myself and 2 other school directors to Santa Monica for 2 weeks to get certified in the ABCs of cutting hair.
We shared with them how we cut hair, how we finish hair, how we do consultations, in order that they could go back to Elite and they could share that information in a similar manner to their students.
They then learn Elite condensed cutting, therefore making them a much more attractive candidate to hire for a position in a salon, because they already know these 2 methodologies of cutting hair, which are very different from each other, therefore making them that much stronger of a cutter.
Our first experience with Elite was really in our London Academy. Manhal Mansour has had a program in place for quite some time, I think it's 6 years now, where as part and parcel of his cosmetology program, he's had his students go on a study abroad program, a program where they attend a 5-day course at the Sassoon Academy in London and have an absolutely wonderful experience, and experience not just Sassoon, but you know, the English culture and London. And I must say, he's done an incredible job.
One of the best things I think that Elite does is they provide the opportunity for graduating students to take classes in London. Afterward, they go to Tony and Guy and Vidal Sassoon, and those are the methodologies that we teach here at Mosaic.
You immerse that young person in a salon-type environment right from the get-go. Their etiquette, their mannerisms, their way of dealing with people, their way of dealing with hair, the way they conduct themselves, the way they look, the way they behave, the way they speak, is all akin to, hey, that's a successful formula for working in a salon and servicing a client and making a client feel and look amazing.
Our students learn so much more than the average cosmetology school. They're using top-notch products and top-notch color. Therefore, when our students graduate, they already have under their belts what it's like to work with a professional color line. So when they go out into the salon world, they already know that, you know, color is expensive and that it should be mixed properly, and how to formulate for themselves, which is, again, another point of difference with an Elite graduate.
Hi, I'm Ronald Patterson. I'm the president of John Robert Powers. Well, John Robert Powers, since 1923, has been developing men and women to become models and actors. In fact, Mr. Powers was the first one that even came up with the idea of having a modeling agency. Every season, it's a different look, it's a different story that's being told. And so you have to be up to the minute on what's happening in the marketplace in fashion. What separates Elite is they stay current. Whatever the current look is that you're seeing in Vogue and Elle, they're right there, they know what that means in terms of makeup and hair.
My name is Shirley Bond, and I'm the owner of Light Reflections. We've been working with Elite's externs for about the last 8 years. We get them whenever we can get them. They've all been excellent at styling and finishing, and very, very eager to learn, and have taught me a few things.
When we have externs from Elite at Mosaic, They get the opportunity to really get thrown in there and get a real feel for what a busy salon is like. So we try to incorporate them into our daily salon life.
The extern program allows the student to go and work in a salon, if you will, for up to 8 hours a week. And what they do in that salon is they gain industry experience. Oftentimes the salon will permit them to assist with cutting, with coloring, mixing color, shampooing, blow drying. It's very unique dependent upon the salon as well as the skill set of the student when they go out there, but it's a wonderful opportunity for the student to have that edge, if you will, on another graduate from another school.
We want them to feel like they're really a part of our salon.
They're the most knowledgeable, professional, well-rounded students I've ever worked with.
My name is J.C. Allen. I'm the owner of Mosaic Salon. One thing that I've always been impressed by when we're working with elite graduates is their desire for continued learning, and that is what we're about.
Salon outreach permits us to have our finger on the pulse, if you will, of the industry so that we ourselves at Elite can become better and we can prepare our students better to go work in that salon. At Elite, we do not accept mediocrity in any way, shape, or form. We want only the best, and we expect the best.
When a salon owner is receiving a graduate from Elite, and that graduate comes into his salon, and they're already hitting the ground running, that's very, very advantageous.
Elite really prepares students for the type of education that we offer here at Mosaic, and I think it also prepares them for a lifelong learning experience in our industry.
They work very hard on those kids meeting professionals in the industry that actually hire makeup artists and that hire hairstylists. That's why I recommend them.
We're constantly keeping them inspired. We're constantly pushing the boundaries with them and pushing them to be better and expose them to as much as we can so that they can go out into the industry being the best stylist, the best candidate for the position. They're well armed and well prepared.